past. But Crafters Brew will have Gypsy Cowboy on Saturday, and I've not heard them, but it sounds really fun. So go check out some of those local events. And I do have a new top 10 that I wanted to tell you. Now, I had some suggestions to kind of bring my own suggestions in and tell you where I like to eat, so I decided to do that for you tonight. But the first one, and these are in no particular order, that like from 1 to 10. They are 10 restaurants, but they just happen to be alphabetical. So if you want to write them down, you can do that. But my first one that I love to take my family is Aubrey's. Aubrey's has a great selection of anything from steak to chicken to fish, and you can go and you can take the whole family, sit down. It's a nice atmosphere, and it's right here in Oak Ridge. You can find them all around Knoxville as well. And my favorite thing to get is their potato soup and salad. I love to eat their soup and salad there. And then, of course, Big Ed's. Big Ed's has been a favorite of mine since my children were little, and I know a lot of people here in Oak Ridge love Big Ed's. And I can remember taking my daughter there, and she wouldn't be old enough to really pick up the big slice of pizza, and so they would bring scissors over, and she always enjoyed cutting that pizza with the scissors. And it's just a very fun, and if you have a gluten allergy like my daughter does, they also have gluten-free pizza, which it's delicious. The third place I like to take my family is Chicken Salad Chick. And Chicken Salad Chick, I love chicken salad, and they have all different kinds of chicken salad. And when I first started hearing about them, I was like, well, this sort of sounds like Chick-fil-A because it's family owned. It was started by a family, I believe, out of Georgia, and they have all these different kinds. And my favorite is the Dixie Chick. So if you like onions, you will like the Dixie Chick. Number 4 is in Clinton, and it's over by the Goodwill in Clinton, and it's called El Indio Mexican Restaurant. And this is also where I love to take my family. Jonathan and I like to go there on Friday nights sometimes, but they have this best, it's called California chicken dish, and it's got all this chicken and cheese and veggies. So if you're in Clinton, stop by there at El Indio Mexican Restaurant. And then another Mexican restaurant in Clinton I love is El Tapame. El Tapame is in South Clinton. It's about a mile from where I live, so I go there quite a bit. And it's kind of like Cheers. You know, you go in and everybody knows your name. If you go there long enough, they start recognizing you and even know what you want to order. And then another staple in Clinton is Golden Girls. And Golden Girls is located down North Charles Severs Boulevard, and they have the best catfish. I love to go eat catfish at Golden Girls. They also have the best chocolate pie. So if you are in the mood for chocolate pie and catfish, try Golden Girls in Clinton. And right here in Oak Ridge, number 7 is the Mediterranean Delight. And as I said on my first show, the Mediterranean Delight is just like this little secret place. If you don't know about it, you're not going to find it. And it's right here in Oak Ridge, and it's behind, across from the hospital, behind the orthopedic center. I think it's the sports center. You just go back in there and drive around until you find it. You can't sit there, so you'll have to take it home and eat, but it is delicious. Number 8 is Mr. Wok. And Mr. Wok is also located in South Clinton, and they have Chinese food. And when I grew up in Mississippi, I loved to eat Chinese food there was this guy in my class, and his mom was from China, and he would make Chinese food, and I haven't been able to find any that tasted like hers until Mr. Wok. Mr. Wok came in, and it changed everything. But number 9 is also in Clinton. It's called Sora, and it is a Japanese steakhouse. And they have sushi, they have hibachi, they have some of the best sushi I've ever had. And I don't really care for sushi too much, but they have this one sushi dish, and it is called the sweet potato sushi. And people are like, sweet potato sushi? I've never heard of that. What is sweet potato sushi? Well, the best way I can describe it is like a sweet potato french fry wrapped in rice. It's delicious. And number 10 on my list is not in Anderson County, but it is my absolute favorite to go in Knoxville, and it is Tomato Head. They make all of their bread fresh. They have really fresh ingredients, and if you also have some food allergies, they can accommodate that. So that's my top 10 restaurants that I like to go with my family, and I think it's time for a break, and let's go and see who our sponsors are today.
Daniel Forrester has been recognized as one of East Tennessee's leading attorneys for nearly 2 decades. Civil disputes, criminal defense, divorces, and juvenile custody cases are all part of an impressive resume. Daniel's legal experience also includes representing clients in local, state, and federal courts. A husband and a father, Daniel is a Rule 31 certified mediator who has represented hundreds of families in Chancery Court. Call Daniel Forrester Law Office at 865-457-7900 for a free consultation. Birchfield's is Oak Ridge's premier dining spot. They offer an incredible breakfast buffet that's just $14.95, and it includes your drink. But they also offer Eggs Benedict and pound cake French toast. From 4 to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday, Birchfield's offers happy hour specials, including 50% off appetizers and special prices on drinks, plus amazing dinner entrees that are served from 5 to 10 p.m. Enjoy an unforgettable dining experience today at Birchfield's, located inside the Doubletree Hotel on Illinois Avenue.
From Oak Ridge, Tennessee, IB3 Global Solutions conducts operations around the world to enhance the U.S. national security posture and minimize radiological and nuclear threats. IB3 Global Solutions. Mission first.
At Navarro, we partner with our clients to advance clean energy and deliver effective solutions for complex challenges in the nuclear and environmental fields.
All right, crew, let's get started. Sure.
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
Thanks, guys, for coming.
And welcome back. I didn't even know we were coming back, but here we are. So we just talked about the top 10 restaurants, and I was doing some research because I found out that our guest was going to be from a barbecue restaurant. And did you know that according to Insider Magazine, Curlin Barbecue in Austin, Texas is the best barbecue in the whole America, or if the whole America, in all of America. But I'm kind of thinking you guys are going to start like creeping up on them. And I have to tell you, when I found out they were here and y'all, I was going to get to talk to you, I was pretty excited because barbecue is one of my absolute favorite foods to eat. And my mom was like, she would ask me every holiday, hey, what do you want to eat? And I was like, barbecue chicken, baked beans, and mashed potatoes. That is my absolute favorite go-to meals. So I'm excited to hear all about you. So how did you guys even... So your dad started this restaurant, right? But he wasn't in like the food industry.
No, he was not. He's kind of a businessman. We had in the, like where Woody's is now, we had all these office spaces and stuff. After COVID hit, some people, or the businesses that like rented out or leased out those areas, they were gone. They decided, we can work remote, whatever. We had all this open space, and we decided, let's do a restaurant.
And here you are.
Yeah, here we are.
And so you decided on barbecue. But your dad likes to cook jambalaya and lasagna, right?
So it's not really all barbecue. It's
Okay.
Barbecue and Southern cuisine. I wouldn't call us a barbecue joint.
Okay.
But I would say that we have the best barbecue east of the Mississippi. I'd put us against anyone.
I can't wait to try it.
It's so good.
So what else do you have there that your customers like to come in and get?
Cubans, Reubens, burgers, salads, wine, beer, all the stuff.
So all of it.
All of it.
So you guys have like American food.
Yes.
Is it in a little bit? Well, I saw it was an elevated Southern cuisine. That's what I saw in the article, and
Okay,
I
yeah.
was very interested in what is an elevated Southern cuisine.
It's a good question. Just that high-end Southern cuisine. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like that high-end Cuban, very authentic Cuban. we've had people from Florida come in and be like, oh my gosh, this is better from Florida. And they're a lot closer
Right.
to Cuba than we are. So.
That is so cool. So what about, you said that you have the Cuban, do you have jambalaya on your menu?
No, not yet. That'll
Not
be a
yet.
special. We'll definitely run that.
When you
we
do,
got
I'll come
meatloaf
try
on
that
Mondays
too.
now, so, and it is phenomenal.
Okay, so I love meatloaf too. And there's only been a few places I make my own meatloaf. And then Hoskins in Clinton, they have Meatloaf Wednesday. So you have Meatloaf Mondays. So
Meatloaf
like we could
Mondays.
just kind of make the whole circle between Oak Ridge and Clinton eating meatloaf. That would be delicious.
Every day.
Every day
good for you.
meatloaf. So okay, I heard you had wine specials. Tell me about those.
So we have wine specials on Tuesdays that's half off bottles, or most of the bottles. Some of the reserves can't be half off,
Right.
but we have half off bottles on Tuesdays, and my dad has concocted like one of the best menus I've seen. Like I want to brag on him a little bit. I don't think that there's a single restaurant around us that has a wine menu like we do.
That is
Very
amazing.
special in that.
Yeah, that's something to definitely be proud of. And we're right here. It's showing you where Woody's is. Can you tell people while we're looking at it, where you're located?
So we're on Union Valley. It's like right towards Y12. It's the last red light out of Oak Ridge towards Knoxville. And it's going to be soon behind the Weigels, because there's a Weigels put up right there.
Really? And so how long have you been open?
Since November 11th. 11/11, Make-A-Wish kind of thing.
Yes. That's really good. And now, did I see that there is a buffet? Did I see that? Or
No,
is that
there's no
just like
buffet.
the way they cook and everything? I guess that was the kitchen.
Oh, I wasn't watching.
You were paying attention.
I was in outer space over here.
But there's not a buffet, so we don't have to
No
worry
buffet,
about
no.
that. So do you have
We-
lunch specials?
We have a lunch menu that's more catered towards like
Okay.
fast, like come in, eat, head back to work kind of thing.
Oh, I like that. So the plants are nearby.
Yes.
So I'm assuming that a lot of people will come there.
And that's why we're open at 10:30.
10:30.
Because a lot of those guys, they have lunch or they start at 10:30.
So you open at 10:30, and what time do you
Yes.
close?
9 p.m. Monday through Saturday, and then Sundays we close at 7.
Okay.
We might extend those hours a little bit. I got to talk to my dad about that.
Hey, that's pretty normal though. You think
is.
everybody's usually done eating by 9:30
Sure.
and they're ready to go and go home. And there's some more stuff I want to talk to you. I was reading through this article and finding out all about your restaurant. But right now we're going to take a break and go to our sponsors.
Birchfield's is Oak Ridge's premier dining spot. They offer an incredible breakfast buffet that's just $14.95, and it includes your drink. But they also offer Eggs Benedict and pound cake French toast. From 4 to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday, Birchfield's offers happy hour specials, including 50% off appetizers and special prices on drinks, plus amazing dinner entrees that are served from 5 to 10 p.m. Enjoy an unforgettable dining experience today at Birchfield's, located inside the Doubletree Hotel on Illinois Avenue.
All right, crew, let's get started. Sure.
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
From Oak Ridge, Tennessee, IB3 Global Solutions conducts operations around the world to enhance the U.S. national security posture and minimize radiological and nuclear threats. IB3 Global Solutions. Mission first.
At Navarro, we partner with our clients to advance clean energy and deliver effective solutions for complex challenges in the nuclear and environmental fields.
Daniel Forrester has been recognized as one of East Tennessee's leading attorneys for nearly 2 decades. Civil disputes, criminal defense, divorces, and juvenile custody cases are all part of an impressive resume. Daniel's legal experience also includes representing clients in local, state, and federal courts. A husband and a father, Daniel is a Rule 31 certified mediator who has represented hundreds of families in Chancery Court. Call Daniel Forrester Law Office at 865-457-7900 for a free consultation.
And we are back. I do want to thank our sponsors. We have Daniel Forrester Law. Thank you so much for supporting us. IB3 Global Solutions. And we have our favorite restaurant right here in Oak Ridge that was on the very first show. Go see Jane over at Birchfields. And we are here talking with Woody's Bar and Grill. And they have told me all kinds of things. Like, I thought they were just barbecue. Turns out you have a lot of different stuff.
Lots of stuff.
Elevated Southern cuisine. I'm gonna keep that in my mind. But we were talking about your beer garden during the break. Tell us about that.
So we got an 1.5 acre beer garden. It's right next to us, kind of thing. We got a bar out there, 12 drafts, 12 taps. Yeah.
Okay.
And there's a lot of room for activities and stuff like that. We have cornhole on Wednesdays, and we're going to start doing a cornhole tournament, like a 6-week cornhole tournament. I'll have the formatting down the next couple weeks, kind of thing. But
Oh, that'll be fun. Yeah. That'll be a lot of fun because it's like perfect time for it right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not too hot, not too cold yet.
We're dog friendly too.
See, they can bring their dogs, come
Absolutely.
out,
Yes.
play cornhole, enjoy some beer, have a good time, and then another thing I found interesting, and you and I were sitting here talking about it, but I had discovered on that article that you had a great grandfather who died in Battle of the Bulge, and we were talking about how I had a great uncle who died in the same battle, and it seems like they were killed around the same time, and you have something in honor of him in your
Yes.
restaurant, right?
We have a seat that no one else can sit in, and it's in the corner, and it's decorated nicely, and it's for the fallen soldiers.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. And it honors all branches, but it started because of your great-grandfather and his sacrifice. Is that correct?
Yes.
Oh, wow, that is so amazing. And you said, I wish they could see it. Well, guess what? They can come visit you and see it.
Yeah, come on down.
Because I want to come down now that I know about you guys.
Please.
I love to go to family-owned restaurants. And you all said, well, it's just a little hole in the wall. Those are the best kind. Best kind of restaurants. Whenever I'm traveling, I don't really like to go to a chain restaurant unless there's no other choice. I like to look at Travelocity and see what the people, locals
people
like to
want.
eat. And sometimes you come into the neatest situations when you do that. And so I'm really happy that you guys are here. But so okay, you have a special smoker, I have read, and she has a name called Big Girl. And why is this so special?
It's a big girl.
Is it?
Very big girl.
How big is it?
Huge. It's massive.
Really?
It's the biggest smoker I've ever seen.
And how much can you cook in that at one time?
That's a good question. 7 cows. I'm just
What?
kidding.
I was like, wow, that really is big.
Oh, it's very large. It was fabricated by our guys at Atomic Speed Shop, which is butted up right to Woody's.
Oh, okay. And now you have a vested interest in Atomic Speed Shop, right?
Yes.
Okay. And tell us
Rocking
kind of the
shirt right now,
relationship. Yes.
So, we're right next to each other. And that's where.
And that's the relationship. You're just right next to each
Well, I
other.
bounce back and forth. I manage the speed shop and the business end and general manage at Woody's. So.
Oh, so you're the general manager too. So you have to put on 2 different hats.
Yeah.
Is it
When
all
I get
day
stressed out at
long?
Woody's, I walk down to the speed shop, and when I get stressed out down there, walk up to Woody's. It's kind of nice.
Sounds like the perfect balance.
Perfect.
So what is your favorite thing to eat when you are at Woody's?
Oh, it changes every time. Everything's good there. I love the Little Woody. That's a classic. The burger, and also if you're a first timer, I really recommend the nachos. They come out in a steamed pan, and it's marvelous. And also our hash brown casserole is
I love hash
really
brown
good.
casserole.
Yeah, and the mac and cheese is also really good.
So it's all good. That's
And
what you're telling me.
We've
It's all
had
good.
we've had Texans come to our place and say they love our brisket. So
That's a huge compliment, isn't it?
it is, yeah. So,
Now, have you ever had brisket in Texas?
no, but I'll take their word.
Yeah, I had some brisket in Texas, and it was okay. But I think you have to be a brisket person to really know what brisket tastes like, and I think they probably are. So that is a huge compliment. So what is your favorite thing to eat there?
That's a really good question. Gained about 20 pounds since we opened, so I'll eat about anything. The Cuban is probably my favorite.
The Cuban is? And so your dad started this restaurant. He was just like, oh, I have these buildings here. I'll just start a restaurant.
Yep.
Is that kind of how it started?
Had a lot of vacant space.
And he had a love of cooking beforehand, I'm assuming.
He did. He's actually, he's well-versed in the barbecue side of things. He's, ever since we were little, he'd smoke meats.
Yeah, I remember my mother told me that when he was like in his 20s, he said I always wanted to open up a bar and a restaurant, and well, you know, like he got it now.
Yeah.
And it's doing great.
You know, you should never give up on your dreams. I think that, you know, if you have a dream, you should hold on to that dream and keep working towards it. You may not get it exactly like you thought it would, but you may get it just a little bit.
It's better now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's amazing that he just kept on. He was like, this is what I want to do. Let's try it. Because, you know, opening a restaurant can be a risky business sometimes.
Oh, for sure.
Especially right after COVID.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And so have you guys, have you seen things change as the restaurant has grown? Has he fallen even more in love with it?
That's hard to. What do you
We've gotten
think?
better. Well, we didn't know. We never had dealt with in the restaurant industry before, but we've got it down now.
Right.
But as for COVID, I don't really think there's any issues with that anymore.
Yeah, me too.
But
So as far as your barbecue goes, you know, you have your Kansas style barbecue, and you have your Texas style barbecue, and then the Carolina, and then of course Memphis style. How would you describe what your, like if somebody wanted to come in and get some ribs, how would you describe that? Was it a dry rub? Is it a wet?
It's a dry rub.
Okay.
Like fall off the bone, dry rub. I don't know where that's from.
So Memphis does a lot of dry rubs.
They're a little drier than us, I think. We're
Yeah.
very moist.
And so maybe like a mixture of Carolina and Memphis. And
We got some stuff going. I mean, it's awesome.
You're going to have to go try them. I'm going to have to go try them because you're sitting here talking, and I ate before I came, but I'm like, now I'm hungry again.
Well, we got about 30 minutes.
I know. It sounds so good. And I'm just like amazed that you're just like, your dad had this vision, and he's like, let's open a restaurant. And now here you are sitting here. And how long have you guys been open?
Since November 11th.
Oh, you told me that,
7
November
months.
11th.
11/11.
11/11, and
Make a
that's
wish.
of 22?
Yes.
Okay.
oh yeah.
So
So
not that
7
long.
months?
So you're brand spanking
months.
new. That's, yeah. And so you're going to want to go try them out. And I know we told everybody where you were located, but let's tell them one more time just so they can come and find you, because you're open at 10:30 until
Yes.
9 during the week.
Yes.
And where are you located again?
We're located at 114 Union Valley Road. It's the last red light out of Oak Ridge towards Knoxville. You turn right, and it's the first building on the left. There's a lot of construction going on right there at that corner, at that intersection with they're putting up a Weigel's. Right behind that is us.
Okay. So it's right here in the
It's
heart
right
of Oak
there.
Ridge, really.
Right
And
on the
I'm,
edge.
I'm looking at this, and I'm just like, man, this looks like the perfect spot to take. Are you open on Sundays? I did not.
Yes.
So for Father's Day, this would be an amazing place to take your father to have some Cubans or barbecue or that burger. Do you have a big, like the big Woody burger?
Yeah, we got the little Woody, but the big Woody is it's a lot to handle. I mean,
Yeah.
so
It's a big Woody. It's a big old Woody.
it's a big Woody.
And those are the nachos you were talking about.
Yep.
And so, I know, let me tell you, you fill this room with a bunch of guys and you never know what you're going to come out and say. But, I mean, Father's Day, it's right around the corner. It's a great, great restaurant for that. Maybe I'll have to bring Jonathan there. What time do you open on Sunday?
Sunday we open at 11:30.
11:30. And what time do you close on Sunday?
7.
11:30 to 7. That's enough time to take your dad out and have some food. Maybe even go to the beer garden. I think
Venture into
it's
the
a-
beer garden. I mean, for sure.
I think it's going to
great.
be beautiful on Sunday. And so what is the average, how many people would you say like a week you're seeing right now come in?
That's a good question.
I ask a lot of good questions, don't I?
Like 200?
No, more than that.
At least 200. I mean, I don't know.
So a
At
lot.
least 20.
You're seeing a steady flow of people.
At least 15. That's a good question.
Hey, it's one of those questions that
We're
you'll be like,
normally
I'm
pretty
going to
packed,
start
like,
counting.
especially Thursday through Saturday.
Thursday through Saturday is like your busiest time, and around.
Well, Wednesdays during cornhole. Just kind of depends on the event going on.
Yes. Well, I've had a blast talking with you all, and I can't wait to come out and try all of the food you have at Woody's. And we do want to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, because that is coming up very soon. Go to Woody's, have some food, and next week we will be back. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. And I do want to say thank you again to IB3 Global Solutions, Daniel Forrester, and Birchfields. See you soon. Bye.
All right, crew, let's get started. All right.
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
From Oak Ridge, Tennessee, IB3 Global Solutions conducts operations around the world to enhance the U.S. national security posture and minimize radiological and nuclear threats. IB3 Global Solutions. Mission first.
At Navarro, we partner with our clients to advance clean energy and deliver effective solutions for complex challenges in the nuclear and environmental fields.
Daniel Forrester has been recognized as one of East Tennessee's leading attorneys for nearly 2 decades. Civil disputes, criminal defense, divorces, and juvenile custody cases are all part of an impressive resume. Daniel's legal experience also includes representing clients in local, state, and federal courts. A husband and a father, Daniel is a Rule 31 certified mediator who has represented hundreds of families in Chancery Court. Call Daniel Forrester Law Office at 865-457-7900 for a free consultation. Birchfields is Oak Ridge's premier dining spot. They offer an incredible breakfast buffet that's just $14.95, and it includes your drink. But they also offer Eggs Benedict and pound cake French toast. From 4 to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday, Birchfields offers happy hour specials, including 50% off appetizers and special prices on drinks, plus amazing dinner entrees that are served from 5 to 10 p.m. Enjoy an unforgettable dining experience today at Birchfields, located inside the Doubletree Hotel on Illinois Avenue.